from 8 foot to 50 foot, Cape Town has it. I think Dungeons is one of the ultimate proving grounds.
So in the summertime, all the southeast winds end up blowing all the sand back into the little nooks and crannies.
Having some of the best beach lakes in the world, we got some of the best barrels in the world.
Well, as far as Cape Town goes, you know, I don't think I've been anywhere in the world where it quite captures as much beauty as it does. You know, you've got the massive mountains right close to the white sandy beaches. Obviously, it's really cosmopolitan. There's a lot of bars and restaurants, and it's quite a good vibe that happens, you know, especially in the summer months. All in a really close proximity, you know. You don't have to travel too far to go to the winelands or to lay out all day on the beach or to hike a mountain. It's all right there. It's just one of the most beautiful places in the world, and a great place for me to be able to spend, you know, my off time.
When we first started surfing, I, not only having an inquiring mind, but a sort of, I wanted to explore. You sit with a map of South Africa and you have a look where every point is. On the east coast you're going to get right point surf, and on the west coast you're going to get left point surf as a result of the direction the swell comes from. I'm indeed fortunate to have been there ahead of it all. It's a magic existence.
So basically Cape Town is right on the tip of Africa. We're on 34 degrees south and around 18.5 degrees east. You got to realize Cape Town is very far south in this vast ocean. It's one of the biggest water masses in the world, much bigger than in the northern hemisphere, which is why they have such a pronounced swell season. We, on the other hand, have swell all the year round. In winter, it's huge, giant waves coming at us from all directions, and all of our big wave spots will light up. But of course, in summer, you get those pristine blue days brushed by the southeaster. It's made the water clear as a bell. Might be cold, but you're getting barreled 4 to 6 foot beautiful lines.
So in the summertime, all the southeast winds end up blowing all the sand back into the little nooks and crannies, and on the Cape Peninsula, basically, you can get an offshore condition somewhere almost every single day. And so I kind of just look for those blue turquoise barrels, or you can either get, you know, some punchy little wedgy beach breaks. It really gives you a big variety. It's really one of the best places in the world to be a surfer.
So this wave is basically as rare as a wave gets. You know, the walk's about 2 or 3 Ks, but all that becomes irrelevant when you score, you know. We're on the home stretch, we can see the wave in the distance, so here's to hoping some positive signs. Let's be excited.
That was clearing us off, but yeah, this thing is mental.
Look at that thing!
This moment, the future will never wait. So look around, see it, breathe it in, feel it.
think being an adventurous person, Cape Town's definitely the place to be, as we got the big mountain pinnacles looking over the ocean, crystal clear water with amazing views. Got the diving side and just jump on a paddle ski or a sup or something and paddle around the cliff faces, find some massive caves. Definitely a lot of variety in Cape Town, especially for the adventure side. I think with my surfing, I love the barrels, so I think Cape Town with all the beach breaks definitely suits me. Having some of the best beach breaks in the world, we got some of the best barrels in the world, so yeah, we're very, very spoiled. Normally on these flat days in Cape Town, when it's really small, you can normally jump in your car, travel a couple hours up the coast or down the coast and find some perfect top to bottom barrels with no one in sight.
The last 10 years I've been traveling all over the world, chasing big waves, and right where I grew up in Hout Bay is one of the best big waves in the world.
Cape Town is an incredible big wave place. We got Sunset Reef in Komiki, and then across the bay is Dungeons, which everyone knows about.
Cape Town is pretty much the pinnacle of big wave surfing in South Africa, and even internationally to have two big wave spots right opposite each other in a bay is pretty special. There's nowhere else really. From 8 foot to 50 foot, Cape Town has it, and it's just a really special thing to be a part of.
Dungeons is a very different animal to a lot of the other big wave spots in the world. It's very difficult to find your lineup. You know, in Mavericks it's a defined peak, Waimea is a defined reef. At Dungeons it's almost like a beach break. You 100% will get caught inside. There's no doubt about it.
It's a really daunting wave to come out there for your first time because the playing field's so huge. There's no other place besides maybe Nazare where the playing field is so big, and because of Tafelberg right at the back, that it kind of breaks up the swell, so you see it break way out there and you're not sure where it's going to come in.
Because you just never know what you're going to get. When you're paddling into a 20-foot wave and you're not sure what you're going to get, you hesitate, you know, and growing up with that and learning to overcome that has been so good to push me into waves like Jaws, where sure, the waves are maybe 30 foot and they're doubling up and they're sucking, but the waves are perfect there. They're breaking in like a similar area, and when you line up a good one, you know that you're going to make the wave if you do everything right. Yeah, you can do everything right and get absolutely smoked. There's huge barrels out here, but most of them are breathing and pinching and sucking back, so I think Dungeons is one of the ultimate proving grounds, and if you can surf Dungeons, well, you can surf almost anywhere around the world.
Red Bull Big Wave Africa, I think, put big wave surfing South Africa on the map pretty much, you know. I don't think people really knew around the world what we had here. And Red Bull bringing all the best big wave guys in the world, almost for everyone to be like, okay, this place is legit. This is a proper wave. It stands up to waves in Hawaii and in California. And it was almost to have their justification. It proved that South Africans and Cape Town big wave surfers were at a very high level. You know, if it wasn't for the Red Bull Big Wave Africa, I don't think that I probably wouldn't be sitting here, and Twiggy Baker probably wouldn't be two-time world champion. You know, it was a big part of a lot of our careers.
Summertime, Cape Town's known for having crazy southeast winds, so it's just like pumping offshore and really cool beach rake barrels. And now, I thought it was too good to be true that there was a dungeon swell on the forecast. You kind of get caught off your guard as well when the summer swell comes around. Like, you're not expecting this, you know?
To get a 20-foot day, 14th of January in summer is pretty unheard of. I mean, it's, yeah, like you said, a better chance of seeing Bigfoot. And yeah, it was a really special day, a beautiful summer's day in Cape Town, and not much more you can ask for.
I haven't seen too many like this, so hopefully that swell really did fill in, and we're going to be in for a treat. We've got a legend crew here today, and yeah, a lot of things lined up for today to happen, considering that it's January. Oh, let's see if we can get some 20-footers today.
I don't know. No, but the leash snapped straight away on the fall, and then I don't know what happened from there.
I couldn't make out the next wave, and then I was like, the next one charged me as well, so hard. Yes. Yeah, that was proper, eh? Oh, I feel like I've had water shoved right into my brain. I haven't thought that in a long time, eh?
I heard about Cave Rock for the first time in 1970.
I feel like I've built my life around Cave Rock.
Like the bluffs always just had that kind of stigma attached to it, you know, like rough and tough and come from the bluff.
And everyone's always kind of just segregated to town, you know. Cave Rock's kind of just been this scary myth.
Hi everyone, I'm Mikey February. Welcome to the Red Bull Surfing YouTube channel. So this is the best place to get all the content from Red Bull, Airborne, All In, 21 Days, and No Contest. Click here to subscribe and click over here to see the latest Red Bull content.